Okay, this is a video on how to cut a mortise in a door jamb that looks like that. Anyhow, these are the hinges I need. 4-inch wide. It's got the 5/8 round. And anyway, fit in there real nice, real nice. Anyway, here's the other one that's already installed, and it's, looks real nice. Anyhow, there's no jig for a door jamb mortise. You kind of have to make one yourself. Anyway, this is pretty easy. These are 4-inch wide hinges, and there's a what the heck was that thing called? Yeah, here it is. Okay, this thing is called a hinge mate. I think that's what it is, hinge mate. Anyway, this one here is 3.5. And it comes with a well, it comes with a 3-inch insert that goes in there too. In either case, mine are 4 inches, so you can't do it. So check this out. What I did was actually my wife came up with the idea to just, what I do is I C-clamp this down with these little C-clamps. They have to be far enough away so that your router doesn't hit. This one I had to grind it down so it wasn't so thick. They're cheap, I don't know, $5 a piece maybe. Anyhow, just C-clamp this thing down like that. And the hardest part here is getting your dimension this way, because it moves here and there. Well, I needed 1.5 inches, so this tri-square blade or any piece of steel, whatever you want. Anyway, this worked out to be the right dimension for me. It slips right into the to that slot there that the rubber stripping goes into. So now with that in there, what I do is just put this up right to it and then C-clamp it down. All right, and then you run your router all the way around that. But then you have to move it like a 1/2 inch and then route the one corner again, and you've got a 4-inch mortise, because they don't make this in a 4-inch mortise, and I can't find a jig that bigger than 3.5. And this is made for a door. This is made to sit on the end of a door, and there's no jigs to use to set the same mortise for a door jamb. So on the bottom of this thing, this hinge mate thing, there's 2 little nubs that I had to grind off. And those nubs, I guess you're supposed to push this in, those nubs hit, and then you screw the thing to the end of the door. And then you do your mortise in the end of the door. But I need it for the jamb, so I had to cut those off, so this is now flat on the bottom. I put tape on there just so it wouldn't scratch this new jamb. But anyway, here's my dimension, right? So here's my center line right there. And because this thing actually measures 3 5/8, it's an 1/8 inch bigger than 3.5. So if I were to put an extra 1/2 inch, this 4-inch mortise, it would have room to move either way. And I don't really want that. I've got the measurements I need. So here's the measurement I need, and I just marked 3/16 behind it, 3/16 forward of it. So when I put this on, there's a little, get the light over here, there's a little, see that little nub in the plastic there? What you do is that, I don't think this thing will stay. Man, look at there. Anyway, this thing will stay. So when I put I'm sorry about how filthy this garage is, but I've been working on this, so I wanted to get a video of this. So anyway, here this is. I just line that little plastic deal up with the first line, right? And then I'm gonna clamp it down. This tri-square blade just keeps it square. So anyway, that's right about where it's gotta be. I'll mortise that out, and then I'll move this forward. And I'll clamp it down again and do it again. So anyway, I'm going to cut this video right now, and I'll show you this after the first punch. Okay, well, here's the here's the way it's going now. The tri-square blade is in. I got my little bitty hammer, my little tiny hammer anyway. I just use this to put a little, just tap a little bit, you know, to make sure that it's tight against this tri-square blade, so it holds it square. And you can see it's lined up right now. The little line is lined up. I lined it up just so I could have a little bit extra of that line in case I need it, but just a hair, maybe a 64th or whatever. Anyway, so now I'll mortise this, and I'll be back to show you what we're looking at, okay? Okay, well, you can see that there's a nice little mortise on a door jamb. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Problem is, this is only 3.5 and I need 4. All right, so I'll move it and I'll show you. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do this, but I'll probably have to cut because I'm not real good cameraman. Anyway, I just loosen these up some, just a little bit, and I get my little hammer here, and and you can see the lines up here. Those are the 3 lines. The one in the middle is center, and the one forward of that is the one I need to go to now. So I'm just going to keep tapping it. This thing always tightens up. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Oh, a little bit more. Yeah, that's pretty close. A little bit more. Okay, then you got to tap this in. Real gentle. Just tap it and make sure it's square again. Then make sure that line is lined up. Because I need, you know, 3 5/8 and 3/8 is 4 inches, and that's what I need. So, all right, so I'm about ready to begin again. But you can see what you have here now. Pretty simple. There's just the other half of your 4-inch mortise. So I'll fire up the router and I'll cut that out, and I'll be right back. Well, okay, there's the mortise. The rest of it I routed it out. Anyway, here got the C-clamps. I got them loose now. I'm gonna take this off. I think this is called hinge made. I'm sorry, but I bought it a couple weeks ago, and I think that's what it's called. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the description. I'll make an update. Anyway, there it is. There's a 4-inch mortise. Hold on, let's see how this one looks. Get rid of all the dust, but usually, hold on. Usually, for whatever reason, it cuts just a little bit of a curl right here on the end. So let me get my file out. This is what I've been doing. I'm just gonna go up here, and it's just that little bitty bit there, you know. That's about it. Same thing on the other ones. For whatever reason, it doesn't cut it square back that far. All right, I'm guessing that might be enough. But you guys, you got to set your depth, you know that, to whatever you need. Let's see, I think I got a hinge here. No more of this frickin' mess. Oh yeah, here's one. All right, let's see what we got here. So anyway, there's what you have, and it's set in there perfect. Oops, except the hinge is scratched now. Anyway, let me get this thing back up here. And I know you can't see it, but it's absolutely flush. And that's no big deal, but you can see the edge doesn't look bad. You know what I mean? The tri-square blade just comes right out. I have to do this because the bottom of my door jambs are they got water damage, so I figured I'd just put a whole new door jambs in, and they don't come, at least in this goofy size I have anyway. I had to buy this jamb and a new header. Came as a kit, composite, you know, so it won't rot anymore. But anyway, that's it. You know, you just drill your holes and screw your hinge in. All right, Ben, good luck. Well, okay, here's the finished project. Doesn't look too bad. I surely wouldn't have been able to do that freehand, I'll be honest with you guys, I swear. Well, the older I get, my hands shake a little bit more than they used to now. But that's what they make alcohol for, I guess. In either case, boom, there you go. You can see they're perfect, you know. Pretty simple workaround. Gotta give it credit again, my old lady. I was sitting there thinking of ways to jury rig one of these other jigs. I got one of these ones that they sell it. Where the hell is that thing? Oh, here it is thing. They sell this, it's not expensive. Neither is that hinge mate. I think it's only like 12 bucks. I got it on Amazon when I ordered, hell, I forgot what I ordered. Anyway, this thing, and I was gonna try and use this somehow. I seen a video of some kid that he figured a workaround, but looked like it'd be a real pain in the ass. So I was gonna go ahead and use my grinder and just cut off this edge, even with this. And I guess the theory was that I could slide this on. It's going wonderful. I'm done. I'm just trying to make a video now. Yeah, I know, we got to get out of here real soon. I'll be in a minute. We'll clean up, get the hell out of here. Anyway, I was going to try and do that, but when you look at the width of this, it's too wide. Oops. And with that said, if I would try and butt it up against that rail, you can see how much is still here. Your hinge will only be down maybe 3/8, inch and 3/8 or something like that. So this won't work. Anyway, yeah, hinge mate comes with 2 of them plastic inserts into this thing, and one of them's 3.5, one's 3. And I thought, I didn't read it at first. I thought my hinges were 3.5. I get it here, and I did a practice mortise, and the hinge wouldn't fit. Then I realized, well, I got 4-inch hinges, so I'm back at square one again. Anyway, I'm done. Got the other jamb done already. Any questions? Let me know.